Greetings. This is the introduction to my Rite of Avalon series. The history of Rite of Avalon, as I'm calling it, began around 2001. I created a website that is now part of Spirit Mythos, but at the time it was its own little separate website called the Rite of Avalon, having to do with the goddess energies on the planet, especially in the ancient past, but also how it relates to our present time. And in addition to that, I attempted to create some kind of an interactive forum. Now, this was before Facebook or any of the social media that we have now. All there was, I think, Yahoo emails or something where you could, go up and you read the emails that came in and then you could respond and it would go out to everyone who was on the list. It was very primitive, very. And in fact, it was so primitive that although I had several women involved that were very interested in the topic and wanted to participate, it just did not work out because it was so difficult for us to communicate. We could communicate like writing each other emails, but it didn't work as a social media front. It just didn't happen. So after a while, we didn't do that anymore. But I did save the Rite of Avalon website, which I later incorporated just as preserved it. I didn't really continue with it, but preserved it within what is now my archival site, Spirit Mythos. At present time, the Sholar group that I have, which is composed of the core members of the New Earth Star Inner Academy, which is a closed group. We work with very specific things that Thoth guides us through for planetary purposes, as well as individual ones. And the Sholars are really an extension or a recreation or a new version, I guess you'd say, of the Rite of Avalon. It's not the same. It has, this is much more into the 21st century and there's more things going on the planet. And so the way it's structured is somewhat different. But nevertheless, it has the same essential purpose. So I felt guided to bring forth the Rite of Avalon. You can look it up on my Spirit Mythos website, but I wanted to bring forth certain pieces from that and develop them here as in twofold. One is informational, and I'm adding to that information at present. And the other parts of it are sort of poetic, spiritual, activational, inspirational. So there's a combination of both involved. This that you're listening to now is the introduction, of course, and it is free viewing. The rest of the series is exclusive for Kyi'Ra portal members. If you'd like to become a portal member, you can subscribe. Certainly, I have a link accompanying this introduction. I don't really know how many episodes I'm going to have to this series. We'll just see what happens. It's sort of a flow in progress. I might even add some new things to it along the way. We'll find out. So thank you for listening.